Dexit Dominus Domina mea, sede ad dextris meis.
Done cum milicos tuos, salem pedum tuorum.
Dominus ad dextris tuis, confregit endiere sue reges.
Et torrentium pia vivet, propte exaltabit caput.
Gloria Patri et Filio et Spiritui Sancta.
Sicut erat in principio et nunc et semper, et in saecula saeculorum. Amen. Exaud mirabilis et triumphator nobilis, dulce ineffabilis, status desiderabilis, status desiderabilis. Where's Maria? Have you seen Maria? Isn't Maria back yet? Have you seen Maria? Where could Maria be? Maria? Maria? Maria?
star has come out to tell me it's time to go. But deep in the dark green shadows are voices that urge me to stay. So I pause and I wait and I listen for one more sound, for one more lovely thing that the hills might say. The hills are alive with the sound of music, with songs they have sung for 1,000 years. The hills fill my heart with the sound of music. My heart wants to sing every song it hears. My heart wants to beat like the wings of the birds that fly from the lake to the trees. My heart wants to sigh like a chime that rises from a church on a breeze, to laugh like a brook when it trips and falls over stones on its way, to sing through the night like a lark who is learning to pray. I go to the hills when my heart is lonely. I know I will hear what I've heard before. My heart will be blessed with the sound of music, and I'll sing once more.
We should be pleased with our efforts. Out of 20 postulants, 16 or 17 are ready to enter the novitiate. But let's consider the doubtful ones again. There's Ermengarde.
Reverend Mother, there's no doubt about Ermengarde. The religious life is no place for the pious.
You mean the pretentiously pious, Sister Berthe. Now, there's Christina, and there's Maria.
Well, after last night, I don't think there can be any doubt in the Reverend Mother's mind about Maria.
I did give her permission to leave the Abbey for the day.
I told you, Sister Berthe.
Ave.
Mother, I brought Maria. She's waiting.
Sister Sophia, the mistress of postulants and the mistress of novices do not seem to see eye to eye about Maria. Tell me, how do you feel about her?
I love her very dearly. But she always seems to be getting in trouble, doesn't she?
Exactly what I say. She climbs a tree and scrapes her knee. Her dress has got a tear.
She waltzes on her way to mass and whistles on the stair.
And underneath her wimple she has curlers in her hair.
I've even heard her singing in the abbey.
She's always late for chapel.
But her penitence is real.
She's always late for everything except for every meal. I hate to have to say it, but I very firmly feel Maria's not an else at
I'd like to say a word in her behalf.
Then say it, Sister Margaretta.
Maria makes me laugh. How do you solve a problem like Maria?
How do you catch a cloud and pin it down?
How do you find a word that means Maria? How do you teach him how we love the whistle cloud?
Many a thing you know you
you'd like to tell her. Many a thing she ought to understand.
But how do you make her stay and listen to all you say?
How do you keep a wave upon the sand?
Oh, how do you solve a problem like Maria?
How do you hold a moonbeam in your hand?
When I'm with her, I'm confused, out of focus and bemused, and I never know exactly where I am. Unpredictable as weather, she's as flighty as a feather.
She's a darling,
She's a demon.
she's a lamb.
She'll outpester any pest, drive a hornet from its nest.
She could throw a whirling dervish out of world.
She's gentle, she is fair.
She's a riddle, she's a child.
She's a headache.
She's an angel. She's a girl.
How do you solve a problem like Maria? How do you catch a cloud and pin it down? How do you find a word that means Maria? Many a thing you know you'd like to tell her. Many a thing she ought to understand.
But how do you make her stay?
And listen to all you say.
How do you keep a wave upon the sand? Oh, how do you solve a problem like Maria? How do you hold a moonbeam in your hand? Reverend Mother, may I?
Now, my children, I think I should talk to Maria instead of about her. I'm grateful to you all. Ave. Sit down, Maria. I'd like to talk to you.
Yes, about last night. Reverend Mother, I was on my knees most of the night because I was late. And after you've been so kind and given me permission to leave,
It wasn't about you being late, Maria.
I must have wakened half the abbey before Sister Margaretta heard me and opened the gate.
Maria, very few of us were asleep. To think that you were lost on that mountain at night.
Reverend Mother, I couldn't be lost on that mountain. That's my mountain. I was brought up on it. It was that mountain that brought me to you.
Oh?
When I was a little girl, I used to come down the mountain, climb a tree, and look into your garden. I'd see all the sisters at work and hear them sing all the way to Vespers. Many times I went back up the mountain in the dark, singing all the way. And that brings me to another transgression. I was singing yesterday. I was singing without your permission.
Maria, it is only here in the Abbey that we have rules about singing.
And that's the hardest rule of all for me. Sister Margaretta is always reminding me, but too late after I started singing.
And that day in the garden when you were singing at the top of your voice?
But Mother, it's that kind of song.
Yes, and when you saw me looking through the window, you stopped.
Yes, that's been on my mind ever since it happened.
Yes, well, it's been on my mind too. I wish you hadn't stopped. I used to sing that song when I was a little girl, but I can't quite remember the words. Please?
Raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens, bright copper kettles and warm woolen mittens, brown paper packages tied up with strings. These are a few of my favorite things. Cream-colored ponies and crisp apple strudel, doorbells and sleigh bells and schnitzel with noodles, wild geese that fly with the moon on their wings. These are a few of my favorite things. Girls in white dresses with blue satin sashes, snowflakes that stay on my nose and eyelashes, silver white winters that melt into springs. These are a few of my favorite things. sad. I simply remember my favorite things, and then I don't feel so bad.
Raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens, bright copper kettles and warm woolen mittens, brown paper packages tied up with strings. These are a few of my favorite things. Cream-colored ponies and crisp apple strudel, doorbells and sleigh bells and schnitzel with noodles, wild geese that fly with the moon on their wings. These are a few of my favorite things. Girls in white dresses with blue satin sashes, snowflakes that stay on my nose and eyelashes, silver white winters that melt into springs. These are a few of my favorite things. When the dog bites, when the bee stings, when I'm feeling sad, I simply remember my favorite things, and then I don't feel so bad.
When the dog bites,
When the bee stings,
when I'm feeling sad, I simply remember my favorite things, and then I don't feel so bad. Mother, we are singing at the top of our voices.
yes, well, I suppose it's that kind of song.
And singing it always makes me feel better. Mother, where did you learn that song?
I was brought up on that mountain myself. Maria, in spite of what you saw over the Abbey wall, you weren't ready for the way we lived, were you?
No, but I pray and I try.
And what is the greatest lesson you've learned here?
To find what is the will of God and to do it.
Even if it's hard to accept?
Even then.
Maria, the dress you came to us in, is it still in the robing room?
Why, no, Mother. I'm sure that's been given to the poor. Sister Margaretta says that when we enter the Abbey, our worldly clothes are... Mother, why do you ask?
Maria, it seems to be the will of God that you leave us.
Leave? Leave here? Oh, no, Mother, please, no.
Only for a short while, Maria.
Oh, no, Mother, please don't send me away. This is what I want. This is my life.
Maria, perhaps if you go out into the world for a time, you'll be able to come back knowing what we expect from you, and that we do expect you to do it.
I know what you expect, Mother, and I'll do it, I promise.
Maria.
If it is the will of God. Where am I to go?
There's a family with 7 children. You like children, you're very good with them. They need a governess until September.
Until September?
Captain von Trapp will be expecting you this afternoon. He's a fine man and a brave one. He received the Maria Theresa Medal from the Emperor for his heroism in the Adriatic.
Oh, Mother, a captain in the Navy, he'll be very strict.
Maria, you're not being sent to his battleship. Bless you, my child.
Mother, have I your permission to sing?
Yes, my child.
These are a few of my favorite things. I do have permission to sing. dresses with blue satin sashes, snowflakes that stay on my nose and eyelashes, silver white winters that melt into springs. These are a few of my favorite things. When the dog bites, when the bee stings, when I'm feeling sad, I simply remember my favorite things, and then I don't feel so. How do you hold a moonbeam in your hand?
Yes, sir.
I was calling the housekeeper and she didn't answer. Do you know why?
Sometimes she doesn't hear, sir.
I'm sorry, sir. I was answering the telephone. Good day, sir. We're happy to have you home again.
Why did the last governess leave?
Who knows? She just said, I've had enough of this, and walked out.
Why? Was Louisa playing tricks again? Putting toads in her bed?
She didn't complain of that, sir.
Well, there's another one coming today, and this one can't walk out.
Oh?
She's coming from Nunberg Abbey with orders to stay until September.
I hope you'll be home for a time, sir.
Just until tomorrow. The telephone call, was that for me?
No, that was for Franz. But before you arrived, there was a call from Vienna. A Frau Schrader. I have the number in the pin.
I know the number. Oh, I shall be back in about a month with some guests.
Yes, sir. Do you know how many, sir?
Just two. Herr Detweiler
Herr Detweiler.
and Frau Schrader.
That phone call for me, who was it?
It was the post office. They've got a telegram for you to be delivered at 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock? That gives me 5 hours to be nervous.
With that scatterbrained boy delivering telegrams.
Well, that's one thing people are saying. Germany does take over Austria. These will have efficiency.
Don't let the captain hear you say that. He never used to whistle for us when his wife was alive.
He's just being captain of the ship again.
I can't stand being whistled for. It's humiliating.
In the Imperial Navy, the boatswain always whistled for us.
Yes, but I wasn't in the Imperial Navy.
Too bad. You could have made a fortune. You wait here.
I am Captain von Trapp, and you are Fraulein?
Maria Rayner.
Now, Fraulein, as to your duties, would you mind stepping over there? Before the children meet you, you will put on another dress.
But I haven't another dress. When we enter the abbey, our worldly clothes are given to the poor.
What about this one?
The poor didn't want this one.
This is what you would call a worldly dress?
It belonged to our last postulant. I would have made myself a dress, but I wasn't given time. I can make my own clothes.
Good. I'll see that you're given some material. Today, if possible. Now, you'll be in charge of my children. There are 7 of them. You'll see how far they've progressed in their studies and carry on from there. Each morning will be spent in the classroom. Each afternoon they spend marching along the paths of the estate. You will see that at all times they conduct themselves with decorum and orderliness. The first rule of this household is discipline.
Yes, sir.
This is your new governess, Fraulein Maria. When I sound your signal, you will step forward and repeat your name. You, Fraulein, will listen and learn their signals so that you can call them when you want them.
Liesl.
Friedrich.
Louisa. Berthe.
Kurt.
Marta.
And this is Gretel. Now, Fraulein, let's see how well you listened.
I won't have to whistle for them, Reverend Captain. What I mean is, I'll be with them all the time.
Not on all occasions. This is a large house and a large estate. They've been taught only to come when they hear the signal. Now, when I want you, this is what you'll hear.
You won't have to trouble, sir, because I couldn't answer to a whistle.
Nonsense! Everyone in this household answers to a whistle. I'll show you.
Yes, sir.
This is my orderly, my butler, the new governess, Fraulein Maria.
Yes, sir.
The executive officer of Frau Schmidt, the housekeeper. Fraulein Maria, please be sure that her room is ready.
Yes, sir.
I will leave you with the children now. You are in command.
Pardon me, sir, but I don't know how to address you.
You will call me Captain.
Thank you, Captain. I forgot to return this to you, Captain. I won't be needing it, Captain. Well, now that there's just us, will you tell me your names again and how old you are?
I'm Liesl. I'm 16 years old, and I don't need a governess.
I'm glad you told me. We'll just be friends.
I'm Friedrich. I'm 14 years old. I'm a boy.
A boy while you're almost a man.
I'm Berthe.
You didn't tell me how old you are, Louisa.
I'm Berthe. She's Louisa, and she's 13 years old, and you're smart. I'm 9, and I think your dress is the ugliest one I ever saw.
Berthe, you mustn't say a thing like that.
Why not? Don't you think it's ugly?
Well, if I did, I wouldn't say so. I'm Kurt. I'm 11. Almost.
That's a nice age to be. 11, almost.
I'm Martin. I'm going to be 7 on Tuesday, and I'd like a pink parasol.
Pink is my favorite color, too. And you're Gretel. I'm going to tell you something. I've never been a governess before. How do I start?
You mean you don't know anything about being a governess?
No.
The first thing you have to do is tell Father to mind his own business.
No, Louisa, don't. I like her.
What's in here?
My guitar.
What did you bring this for?
For when we all sing together.
We don't sing.
Of course you sing. Everyone sings. What songs do you know?
We don't know any songs.
You don't?
No.
Well, now I know where to start. I'm going to teach you how to sing. Thank you. Let's start at the very beginning. A very good place to start. When you read, you begin with
A, B, C.
When you sing, you begin with do, re, mi.
Do, re, mi.
Do, re, mi. The first 3 notes just happen to be do, re, mi.
Do, re, mi.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. Come, I'll make it a little easier for you. Listen. Do, a deer, a female deer. Re, a drop of golden sun. Me, a name I call myself. For a long, long way to run. So, a needle pulling thread. La, a note to follow. So, tea, a drink with jam and bread. That will will bring us back to do. Oh, oh, oh. A deer, a female deer.
Ray.
A drop of golden sun.
Me.
A name I call myself.
Far.
A long, long way to run. So I need a pulling thread. La, a note to follow. So tea or drink with jam and bread. That will bring us back to
Doe, a deer, a female deer. Ray, a drop of golden sun. Me, a name I call myself. Far, a long, long way to run.
So I need a pulling thread. La, a note to follow. So tea or drink with jam and bread. That will bring us back to do. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. So, do.
Is that what you call a song? Do, re, mi, fa, sol, and so on?
No, do, re, mi, fa, sol, and so on are only the tools we use to build a song. Once we have these notes in our heads, we can sing a million different tunes.
But how?
By mixing them up. Listen. So, do, la, fa, mi, do, re. Now you do it.
So, do, la, fa, mi, do, re.
So, do, la, ti, do, re, do.
So, do, la, ti, do, re, do.
Now all together. So, do, la, fa, mi, do, re. So, do, la, ti, do, re, do.
But it doesn't mean anything.
So we put in words, one word for every note. Listen, like this. When you know the notes to sing, you can sing most anything.
You said one word for every note.
Yes, Brigitte, I did.
When you sing anything, you are using up 3 notes on 1 word.
Well, yes, sometimes we do that. Not all together. When you know the notes to sing, you can sing most anything. Do, re, a drop of golden sun. Me, a name I call myself. For a long, long way to run. So I need a pulling thread. La, a note to follow. So tea, a drink with jam and bread. That will bring us back to do.
Do, mi, fa, sol, fa, ti,
Do, do.
ti, fa, sol, fa, mi. Do, mi, so, so. Fa, fa, la, ti, ti. Do, mi, so, so. Fa, fa, la, ti, ti.
When you know the notes to sing, you can sing most anything. Do, a deer, a female deer. Ray, a drop of golden sun. Me, a name I call myself. For a long, long way to run. So I need a pulling thread. La, a note to follow. So tea, a drink with jam and bread. That will bring us back to do. That will bring us back to do, ti, la, so, fa, mi, re, do.
don't have to say goodnight this early just because your father's home.
How did you know that my father was home?
Oh, I have my way of knowing these things.
You're wonderful.
Oh, I'm not really.
Oh, yes, you are. I mean, how did you know 2 days ago that you would be here at exactly this time with a telegram for Franz?
Every year on this date, he receives a birthday telegram from his sister.
You see, you are wonderful.
Could I come tomorrow night?
Ralph, you can't be sure that you are going to have a telegram to deliver here again tomorrow night.
I could come by mistake. With a telegram for Colonel Schneider. He's here from Berlin. He's staying with the Gauleiter. No one's supposed to know he's here. Don't tell your father.
Why not?
Well, he is pretty Austrian.
We're all Austrian.
There are some who think we ought to be German. And they're pretty upset at those who don't think so. While they're getting ready to... Well, let's just hope your father doesn't get into any trouble.
You don't have to worry about Father. He was decorated for bravery.
I know. It's not him that I worry about. The only one that I worry about is his daughter.
Me? Why?
Liesl, how old are you?
16. What's wrong with that?
You wait, little girl, on an empty stage for fate to turn the light on. Your life, little girl, is an empty page that men will want to ride on.
To ride on.
You are 16, going on 17, baby, it's time to think. Better beware, be canny and careful, baby, you're on the brink. You are 16, going on 17, fellows will fall in line. Eager young lads and roues and cads will offer you food and wine. Totally unprepared are you to face a world of men. Timid and shy and scared are you of things beyond your ken. You need someone older and wiser telling you what to do. I am 17, going on 18, I'll take care of you.
I'm sweet and willingly I believe. I am 16, going on 17, innocent as a rose. Bachelor dandies, drinkers of brandies, what do I know of those? Totally unprepared am I to face a world of men. Timid and shy and scared am I of things beyond my ken.
to Vienna tomorrow, and I have the material he ordered for a new dress for you.
Oh, nice of him. Even before it's made, this is the prettiest dress I've ever had. I hope the captain will like it, because I want to ask him for some more material.
More?
Oh, not for me. For the children, for play clothes.
The Von Trapp children don't play. The captain doesn't. Like them to get dirty.
But they're children. They have to climb trees, roll on the grass. Think of all the rocks and caves.
The captain says the best exercise is marching. The children will continue to march. I hope you find your room comfortable.
Oh, yes, thank you.
There will be new curtains hung for the window in the alcove. They will be hung tomorrow.
But these curtains are very good.
There will be new curtains.
Will the captain be away long?
I don't know. Of course, he has to come home every time he hires a new governess. Sometimes I think his children try and get rid of their governesses just so they can see their father.
He must want to see them, too.
Ever since his wife died, they remind him too much of her. You can put that away. You won't be needing it.
Why not?
The captain won't have music here.
He won't have music.
And there used to be wonderful evenings here where his wife would sing and he would play the violin or guitar, but now he shut all that out of his life.
So that's why he's the way he is. But not to have music, that's wrong for him and wrong for the children, too.
It may work out. He may marry again before the summer's over.
That would be wonderful. They'd have a mother again.
You'd better close your window. It's going to rain.
Dear God, I know now that you sent me here on a mission. I must help these children to love their new mother and to prepare them to win her love so that she will never want them to leave her. And I pray that this will become a happy family in thy sight. God bless the captain. God bless Liesl and Friedrich, Louisa, Brigitte, Marta, and little Gretel. And oh yes, I forgot the other boy. What's his name? Well, God bless what's his name. God bless the Reverend Mother and Sister Margaretta and everybody at Naumburg Abbey. And now, dear God, about Liesl. Help her to know that I am her friend, and help her to tell me what she's up to.
You're not going to tell on me.
Help me to be understanding so that I might guide her footsteps. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and the Holy Ghost.
I was out taking a walk, and somebody locked all the doors earlier than usual, and I didn't want to wake anybody up. And when I saw your window open, you're not going to tell Father, are you?
Did you climb this trellis all the way up here?
Yes, that's how we always got into this room to play tricks on the governess. Louisa can climb it with a toad in her hand.
Liesl, were you out walking all by yourself? You know, if we washed this dress out tonight, no one would notice it tomorrow, and then all of this would be between just me and you. Here, you can put this on. Take your dress in there, put it to soak in the bathtub. Then come back out here, sit on the edge of the bed, and we'll have a talk.
I told you earlier today that I didn't need a governess. Well, maybe I do.
Oh, Gretel, it's you. You're not afraid of a thunderstorm, are you? You come right up here with me. Where are the others?
They're asleep. They're not scared. Wait for me!
Oh, no, look. Come on, all of you. Come up on the bed. Now all we have to do is wait for the boys.
We won't see them. Boys are brave.
You boys weren't afraid of a thunderstorm too, are you?
No, we just wanted to make sure you were.
Friedrich, was this your idea?
No, it was Kurt's.
Kurt, that's the one I forgot. God bless Kurt.
Why does it do that?
Well, the lightning says something to the thunder, and the thunder answers back.
I wish it wouldn't answer so loud.
Well, maybe if we sing loud enough, we won't hear the thunder. High on a hill was a lonely lady odelay, hee-hoo. Loud was the voice of the lonely goatherd, lady odeloo. Folks in a town that was quite remote heard, lady odelay, hee-hoo. Lusty and clear from the goatherd's throat heard, lady odeloo. Oh, oh, lady odelay, oh, 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 lady odelay, oh, oh, lady odelay, oh, lady odelay, oh, lay. A prince on the bridge of a castle moat heard, lady odelay, hee-hoo. Men on the road with a load to tote heard, lady odeloo. Men in the midst of a table d'ote heard, lady odelay, hee-hoo. Men drinking beer with a foam afloat heard, lady odeloo. Oh, oh, lady odelay, oh, 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 lady odelay, oh, oh, lady odelay, oh, lady odelay, oh, lay. One little girl in a pale pink coat heard, lady odelay, hee-hoo. She yodeled back to the lonely goat herd, lady odeloo. Soon her mama with a gleaming gloat heard, lady odelay, hee-hoo. What a duet for a girl and goat herd, lady odeloo. Oh, oh, lady odelay, oh, 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 lady odelay, oh, oh, lady odelay, oh, lady odelay, oh, lay. Happy are they, lady odelay, oh, lady odelay, soon the duet will become a trio, lady odelay, 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 odelay. One little girl in a pale pink coat heard, lady odelay, hee-hoo. She yodeled back to a lonely goat herd, lady odelay. Soon her mama with a gleaming gloat heard, lady odelay, hee-hoo. What a duet for a girl and goat herd, lady odelay. Oh, oh, lady odelay, oh, 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 lady odelay, oh, oh. Happy are they, lady, oh, lady, oh, lady, oh, lady, soon the duet will become a trio, lady, oh, odelay, odelay, odelay,
Franz, did you tell Herr Detweiler that we're having our coffee out here?
Yes, sir. He's still on the phone, sir.
Frau Schrader? Oh, thank you.
No sign of the children, Franz?
Not yet, sir.
Georg, those mountains, they're magnificent.
Yes, they're not like any other mountains. They're friendly. And look, that green stretch of woods, when the wind moves through it, it's like a restless sea.
And that sweet little village.
That's not a village. That's a town.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt its feelings.
It's fun being with you. You're quite an experience for me.
You're quite an experience for me, too. Somewhere in you there's a fascinating man. Occasionally I catch a glimpse of him.
And when I do, he's exciting.
Exciting? I've never been called that before.
I'm beginning to understand you better now that I see you here. You know, you're a bit like those mountains, except you keep moving. How can you be away from this place as much as you are?
Maybe I'm still searching for a reason to come back and stay.
Georg, I like it here very much.
Max can't still be on the phone. I know he's desperate about finding singers for the Kulzberg specials. You like it here?
Of course, we'd have to spend some time in Vienna. I have Heinrich's estate to look after.
I thought that was a corporation now.
It is, and I'm president.
You, president of a corporation?
After all, I looked after Heinrich's affairs for years before he died.
I just can't see you sitting behind a desk.
Well, of course, I wear a business suit and smoke a big cigar.
Excuse me, our dead Twyla would like his coffee now, sir.
While he's on the telephone?
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry I took so long.
Any luck?
How does this sound for the Kulzberg Festival? The best choral group in Austria, the greatest quartet in all of Europe, and the finest soprano in the world.
Max, that's something I'd love to hear.
So would I. So far, all I've gotten up to is a basso who isn't even profundo.
Max, you always come up with good festival concerts.
And why? It's because my motto is, never start out looking for the people you wind up getting. That's why I've been on the telephone with Rome, Stockholm, Paris, London.
On Georg's telephone?
Of course. How else could I afford it? Why am I here?
I hoped it was because you liked me.
Of course I like you. Why shouldn't I like you? You live like a king. And you have an excellent wine cellar.
Max.
I like rich people. I like the way they live. I like the way I live when I'm with them. Georg, speaking as a government official, Georg, is there a cathedral around here?
That's our abbey, Nürnberg Abbey.
Do they have a choir?
I think so.
Good, good. In the next few days, I'll have to visit these towns around here and listen to the Songerbund choirs.
You will be here for meals, won't you?
Oh, yes! It was in a town about the size of that one, of Watzmann, where I discovered the St. Ignatius Boys Choir. In 1930, they won the festival, became very famous, toured all over the world.
Well, yes, whatever became of them?
By the time their voices changed, they were rich enough to live in America. Say, who lives in that dilapidated castle down there? Rumpelstiltskin?
Hardly. The Baron Elberfeld, the oldest family in the valley.
I'd like to meet him. I'd like to meet all your friends. Georg, why don't you give a dinner for me while I'm here? Nothing much, just something lavish.
I wouldn't know whom to invite. Today it's difficult to tell who's a friend and who's an enemy.
This isn't a good time to be making enemies. Let's make some friends.
I can't understand what's happened to the children.
You're not worried about them, are you?
Well, they should have been here to welcome you.
It couldn't have been an intentional slight, because they haven't met me yet.
Forgive me. I'll try to find them.
Elsa, have you made up Georg's mind yet? Is he going to marry you?
Oh, yes. Of course, he hasn't admitted it yet. There seems to be something standing in his way.
You don't know what it is?
No.
I do.
What?
It's simple. It's money.
Money?
Yes. He's rich, you're rich. In all the famous love affairs, the lovers have to struggle. In garret rooms, away upstairs, the lovers starve and snuggle. They're famous for misfortune, which they seem to have no fear of. But lovers who are very rich, you very seldom hear of.
There's not a sign of them anywhere.
No little shack do you share with me. We do not flee from a mortgagee. Nary a care in the world have we.
How can love survive?
You're fond of bonds and you own a lot. I have a plane and a diesel yacht.
Plenty of nothing you haven't got. How can love survive?
No rights,
bus, on the top of the bus, in the face of the freezing breezes.
You reach your goals in your comfy old Rolls or in one of your Mercedeses.
Far, very far off the beam are we, quaint and bizarre as a team are we. 2 millionaires with a dream are we, but we'll keep romance alive. 2 millionaires with a dream are we, we'll keep our love alive. No little cold water lamp have we, warmed by the glow of insolvency.
Up to your necks in security, how can love survive?
How can I show what I feel for you? I cannot go out and steal for you. I cannot die like a meal for you. How can love survive?
You millionaires with financial affairs are too busy for simple pleasure. Now when you are poor, it is toujours l'amour, for l'amour all the poor have pleasure.
Caught in our gold-plated chains are we, wrapped in our wealthy domains are we, trapped by our capital gains are we, but we'll keep our love alive.
Trapped by your capital gains are you.
You make our
love survive.
What do you want?
Oh, Captain, I didn't hear. Heil!
Who are you?
I have a telegram for Herr Detweiler.
I am Herr Detweiler.
You've delivered your telegram, now get out!
Georg, he's just a boy.
I'm an Austrian, I'll not be heiled.
Georg, why don't you look at things the way I do? What's going to happen is going to happen. Just be sure it doesn't happen to you.
Max, it's a good thing you haven't any character. For if you had, I'm convinced I'd hate you.
You couldn't hate me. I'm too lovable.
Excuse me, Herr Detweiler. There's a phone call for you. It's Frau.
I'll take it.
Oh, Captain, you're home.
Straight line! Get cleaned up, get into your uniforms, and report back here. At once! Fraulein, where did they get these abominations? Out of a nightmare?
No, out of the curtains. The curtains that used to hang in my bedroom. There's plenty of wear left in them.
Just a moment. You mean to tell me that people of the neighborhood have seen my children wearing old curtains?
Yes, they've become very popular. Everyone smiles at them.
I don't wonder.
Yeah, they say, there goes Captain Von Trapp's children.
My children have always been a credit to my name.
But, Captain, they weren't. They're just unhappy little marching machines.
I don't care to hear from you about my children.
Well, you must hear from someone. You're not home long enough to know them.
I said I don't want to hear.
I know you don't, but you've got to. Take Liesl. Liesl isn't a child anymore, and if you keep treating her like one, Captain, you're going to have a mutiny on your hands. And Friedrich. Friedrich's shy. He's aloof. He needs you. He needs your confidence.
Don't tell me about my son.
Brigitte could tell you about him. She could tell you lots of things if you got to know her, because she notices things, and she always tells the truth, especially when you don't want to hear it. Kurt is sensitive. You ignore him, and you just brush him aside the way you do all of them. I'm not finished yet. Louisa, she just wants to have a good time. You just got to let her have a good time. Marta, I don't know about yet, but someone has to find out about her. And Gretel, she just wants to be loved. Oh, love little Gretel, Captain. Love all of them. They need you.
Stop it. You will pack your things and return to the Abbey as soon as you can.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said those things. Not in the way that I said them.
After you have gone, there'll be... What's that?
Singing.
Who's singing?
Your children.
With songs they have sung.
My children? Singing?
I wanted them to sing for Frau Schrader when they met her.
Georg, you must hear.
With the sound of music, my heart wants to sing as they sing. Every song it hears.
My heart wants to be like the wings of a bird that flies from the lake to the trees. My heart wants to sigh like the chime that flies from a church on the breeze.
I go to the hills when my heart is lonely. I know I will hear what I've heard before. My heart will be blessed with the sound of music, and I'll sing once more.
Edelweiss. Georg, why haven't you told me how enchanting your children are?
Children, I'd like you to show Frau Schrader the gardens.
Yes, show me the gardens. I want to see everything. And with you, too. I don't know any of your names yet, but that doesn't matter. I'm sure I won't get them straight for a long time.
My name is Marta. No, it's not. I'm Marta. She's Louisa.
You're right. I don't know my own children.
They're waiting to know you. They want so much to. After I've gone.
No, I want you to stay.
If I can be of any more help.
You've helped already. You brought music back into my home. I had forgotten. To laugh like a brook when it trips and falls over stones on its way. To sing through the night like a lark who is learning to pray. I go to the hills when my heart is lonely. I know I will hear what I've heard before. My heart will be blessed with the sound of music, and I'll sing once more.
Me, a name I call myself, far a long way to run.
I came back to congratulate you.
Thank you.
The captain was really moved.
Yes, I think he was pleased. He asked me to stay on with the children.
You're staying on?
Only until September.
September?
Then I go back to the Abbey.
The Abbey?
I'm going to be a nun.
Oh, how nice. When you get back to the Abbey, think of us.
I'll pray for you.
No. Yes, that's right. Now you must do that to all of the guests. Come along, children. The party's started.
Frau Schmidt, will you fix my bow? We never had a party in our house before.
Oh, yes. There used to be lots of parties here.
Yes, Friedrich and I used to sneak out and watch them from the top of the stairs. I remember the music.
Once, your father brought a gypsy orchestra all the way from Budapest.
Yes, they wore red coats.
Come on, children, and mind your manners. Come on.
I remember beautiful ladies, and everybody was laughing.
There was one lady, the most beautiful of all. I think she was here all the time.
Yes, she was, Louisa.
Can we dance while the guests are dancing?
Of course, Brigitte. Remember what Fraulein Maria told us?
Yes.
German blood, haven't you?
I am not a German, I'm an Austrian.
That's going to be Anschluss. I warn you, and everyone like you, and that goes for our host.
It's much nicer out on the terrace. Elberfeld. It's nice to have you and the Baroness here again.
Frau Schrader is charming, Georg.
I hope she isn't ill.
Oh no, just a headache. I'm on my way up to get her. We'll meet you out on the terrace.
Father, I don't think these people are having a good time.
I know, Brigitte, and it's your first party, too.
Oh, I'm having a good time, even if they're not.
Half the people I invited aren't speaking to the other half.
Well, Father, maybe they're having a good time not speaking to each other.
Oh, Captain, Frau Schrader asked me to let you know that she will join you in a minute.
Thank you. You might see whether she would like this glass of brandy.
Kurt, I've been dancing leather since I was a little girl.
You remember? Tell me, I haven't danced since you said the left arm behind the back.
Yes, that's right. But first the boy and girl meet.
Yes.
Then they go for a little stroll.
No, Kurt, that's wrong. Here, let me show you.
I don't remember anymore.
Well, Kurt, that's how it's done.
Your face is all red.
I guess I'm not very used to dancing.
Well, hello there.
Good evening, Frau Schrader.
I hope your fit is better, Frau Schrader.
Yes, thank you.
Hello, Max. We're having a party.
Good, good. Tell your father it's sure to be a success. I'm here.
Max.
Elsa. Without a doubt, you're the most beautiful corporation president in the world.
Thank you, Max.
Max! You're back, and as usual, just in time for dinner.
Georg, did you honestly think you could throw a gala without me?
Oh dear, now we have an odd man.
A little odd, but charming.
Liesl, run and tell Frau Schmidt to set 2 more places. And tell Fraulein Maria that I'd like to see her.
2 places?
We need another woman.
Ooh, Liesl?
Oh no, she's much too young. I'll ask Maria.
You're not serious.
But of course.
She's a nursemaid.
I don't think of her that way.
I don't mind, but your guess. You can't ask them to dine with Maria.
Why not?
Elsa, tell them why not.
Max, you're talking like a royalist.
That stops me. Being a royalist doesn't help you these days.
Max, could you change in a hurry?
Yes, Max, we could use you tonight.
Frau Schrader, they're talking about you out there.
Come on, Georg. I've been dodging these people for an hour.
Herr Detweiler, it's nice to see you again.
Yes, it is.
I knew it all along. Frau Schrader didn't have a headache. She just wanted to get out of the party. She was faking.
Brigitte, you mustn't say things you don't know are true.
But I do know. I heard her say to Father that she'd been dodging these people.
That doesn't mean that she didn't have a headache. It is very important that you children like Frau Schrader.
I like her, all right. Why is it important?
Well, I think she might be your new mother.
Oh, Fraulein, Father's never going to marry her. Why, he couldn't.
Why couldn't he?
Because he's in love with you.
Now, Brigitte, that's just the kind of thing.
You must know that.
No, Brigitte, no.
Remember the other night, we were sitting on the floor, singing the Edelweiss song you taught us? After we were done singing, you laughed at him for forgetting the words. He didn't forget the words. He just stopped singing to look at you. And when he speaks to you, the way his voice...
No, Brigitte, no.
And the way you looked at him just now when you were dancing, you were in love with him.
One more dance, Gretel, and then to bed. Oh, Fraulein Maria, you won't be having dinner with the children tonight. You'll be having dinner down here with us.
No, I can't.
Oh, yes, it's all arranged. But you'll have to hurry. You'll have to change. Oh, Maria, wear that dress you wore the other night when we were all singing together. It was lovely.
Shall I announce dinner, sir?
Oh, no, not yet. The children want to say goodnight. Okay, Georg, I want them to say goodnight the way they did last night.
No, Elsa, not here.
Please, Georg, the way they did it for me. It was so sweet.
Not in front of strangers.
Please, Georg, for me.
Presto changeo!
Max, you're just in time. Children, now.
There's a sad sort of clanging from the clock in the hall, and the bells in the steeple too. And up in the nursery an absurd little bird is popping out to say cuckoo. Regretfully they tell us, but firmly they compel us to say goodbye to you. So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, good night.
saying adieu to you and you and you. So long, farewell, au revoir, Wiedersehen.
I'd like to stay and taste my first champagne. No?
No.
So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, goodbye.
I leave and heave a sigh and say goodbye, goodbye.
I'm glad to go. I cannot tell a lie. I flit, I float, I flee, 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 I fly.
Elsa, they're extraordinary.
Fraulein Maria taught them to do it.
I've been searching for something like this all over Europe.
Wait a minute.
I find it here.
Wait a minute, Max.
A singing group of 7 children in one family.
Max, Georg didn't even want them to sing for the guests tonight. I had to persuade him.
Ah, then you have influence. You must talk to him.
Max.
Elsa, this is important to Austria. And it wouldn't do me any harm.
to see you. I know it has taken her a long time. I waited until she wanted to come to me. It's strange. She's happy to be here, but she's unhappy too. Why did they send her back to us? Do you know? She doesn't speak. She hasn't spoken except in prayer. I shall see her. Maria? This must have been a trying experience for you.
It was, Reverend Mother.
Has it taught you anything?
I've learned that I never want to leave these walls again.
Why did they send you back to us, Maria?
They didn't send me back. I left. I left without telling them I was going, without saying goodbye.
Sit down, Maria. Maria, what happened? Why did you do this?
I was frightened.
Frightened?
I was confused. I never felt that way before. Then I knew I couldn't stay. I knew that here I would be away from it, that here I would be safe.
Maria, this abbey is not to be used as an escape. What was it you couldn't face?
I couldn't face him again.
Thank you, Sister Margaretta. Maria, are you in love with Captain Von Trapp?
I don't know. I don't know.
Tell me about it, my daughter.
Brigitte said that I was, and that her father was in love with me. And then there he was, and we were looking at each other, and I could hardly breathe. Then I knew I couldn't stay.
But you do like him, Maria.
I like the way he speaks, even when he's stern. I like the way he smiles at little Gretel.
Did you let him see how you felt?
If I did, I didn't know I did. That's what's been torturing me. I was sent there on God's errand. To have asked for his love would have been wrong. I don't know, Reverend Mother. But I do know this. I am ready at this very moment to take the vows of poverty, obedience, and chastity.
Maria, the love of a man and a woman is holy too. Do you remember the first time we talked together? You said you remembered your mother and father before they died. Were they happy?
Oh yes, Mother, they are very happy.
Maria, you were born of their happiness and of their love. And you have a great capacity to love. What you must find out is how God wants you to spend your love.
I have pledged my life to God's service. I have pledged my life to God.
Maria, just because you love this man, it doesn't mean you love God less. No. You must go back. You must find out.
No, Mother, please. Please don't ask me to do that. Please let me stay here.
Maria, these walls were not built to shut out problems. You have to face them. You have to find the life you were born to live.
How do I find it?
Look for it. Climb every mountain, search high and low, follow every byway, every path you know. Climb every mountain, ford every stream, follow every rainbow, till you find your dream, a dream that will need all the love you can give every day of your life, for as long as you live. Climb every mountain, ford every stream. dream that will need all the love you can give. Every day of your life, for as long as you climb every mountain, ford every stream, follow every river, till
Now sing seriously. Liesl, give us a key. That's nice, very nice. Except it's no good. Imagine that you're standing on the stage of a big concert hall.
What concert hall, Uncle Max?
Any concert hall. Perhaps a Carlsberg concert hall, but a concert hall full of lots of people. Now, once more. Gretel, why don't you sing loud?
I have a sore finger.
Oh. There. Now you can sing loud for Uncle Max. The night of the party, you all sang so beautifully, with such spirit. Oh well, let's try again. They wanted to sing for me, the darlings. But they don't sing as well as they used to.
We need Fraulein Maria.
We do not need Fraulein Maria. You can sing just as well with me.
But I've had experience with choirs, quartets.
Max, please. Now, what would you like to sing? Do, a deer, a female deer, ray, a drop of golden sun.
Fraulein Maria.
We are not to mention Fraulein Maria.
Come on, Max, I feel like a brisk walk.
A walk, that's just what I need. Is anyone using the car?
Now, what would you like to sing? Louisa, did you play any of your tricks, any of your jokes on Fraulein Maria?
Only those she liked and laughed at.
You didn't put toads in her bed?
No, Father.
Well, something must have happened for her to leave without even saying goodbye.
Isn't Fraulein Maria coming back?
No, darling, I don't think so.
But she was the best governess we ever had.
You're not going to have a governess anymore.
Oh, good. I'm not sure that's so good.
You're going to have a new mother.
A new mother?
Frau Schrader?
Yes, it was all arranged last night. I'm very happy. Well, it's time for your afternoon walk.
When Fraulein Maria wanted to feel better, she used to sing that song, remember?
Yes, Louisa.
All right, let's try it.
Raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens, bright copper kettles and warm woolen mittens, brown paper packages tied up with string. These are a few of my favorite things.
Why don't I feel better?
Girls in white dresses with blue satin sashes, snowflakes that stay on my nose and eyelashes, silver white winters that melt into springs. These are a few of my favorite things. When a dog bites, when a bee stings, when I'm feeling sad, I simply remember my favorite things, and then I will feel so bad. Children, I'm so happy to see you. We must find your father right away.
I'll find it.
I'll go with you. How's your sore finger?
You remembered.
Liesl, are you all right?
Yes, Fraulein, I'm all right.
Many telegrams lately?
No, Fraulein. But now I'll be glad to be going to boarding school.
Liesl, you mustn't use boarding school to escape your problems. You must face them. Oh, I have so much to tell you.
We have a lot to tell you, too.
You must have a great deal to tell me.
I guess the most important thing is that Father's going to be married.
Married?
To Frau Schrader.
Are you sure?
Yes, he just told us. He told us himself.
We found him!
Liesl?
Oh, Marta, Gretel, Brigitte, Louisa, Boyd. Maria will be in the nursery. Friedrich.
You've come back.
Yes, Captain.
You left us without any explanation, without even saying goodbye.
Yes, that was wrong of me. Forgive me.
Why did you do this to us? Tell me.
The reason no longer exists.
Then you're here to stay?
Only until you make arrangements for a new governess.
Oh no, the children have missed you. Everybody's missed you very much. Nothing was right while you were away. Everything was wrong.
But
We'll talk about it later. You go up to the children now. Maria, new dress?
We have a new postulant.
find him and ask him.
I'll take your word.
Holy shit. Ooh, what was that?
How far down the mountain does your property go?
Can you make out that stone wall? That's the property line.
You see,
I didn't argue about it.
I know. That's what makes me furious. I don't like to win without a fight.
Excuse me, Herr Detweiler. While you were gone, there was a long-distance call for you from Berlin.
Who would call me from Berlin?
They said you'd know who it was.
Oh, thank you, Franz. Georg, what were we just talking about?
Max, this isn't the first call you've had from Berlin.
Georg, you know I have no political convictions. Can I help it if other people have?
Let's not stir that up again. The Germans have promised not to invade Austria. Max knows that.
Then why does he bother to answer those calls?
Because if they don't keep their promise, I would like to have a few friends among them.
Naturally.
Oh, you agree too?
Georg, this is the way I look at it. There once was a man who was dying. They were giving him his last rites. They asked him, "Do you renounce the devil and all his works?" And he said, "At this point, I would prefer not to make any enemies."
Georg, if they should invade us, would you defy them?
Yes.
Do you have any idea what would happen to you? To your property?
To your children?
To everyone close to you? To Elsa? To me? Well, what will you do if they come? What anyone with any sense would do. Just sit tight and let it all blow over.
And you think it will?
Well, one thing's for sure. Nothing you can do will make any difference.
Don't look so serious, darling. Take the world off your shoulders. Relax. You dear, attractive, dewy-eyed idealist. Today you have to learn to be a realist.
You may be bent on doing deeds of daring do, but up against a shark, what can a herring do?
Be wise, compromise.
Compromise and be wise.
Let them think you're on their side, be non-committal.
I will not bow my head to the men I despise.
You won't have to bow your head, just stoop a little.
Why not learn to put your faith and your reliance on an obvious and simple fact of science? A crazy planet full of crazy people is somersaulting all around the sky, and every time it turns another somersault, another day goes by, and there's no way to stop it. No, there's no way to stop it. No, you can't stop it even if you try. So I'm not going to worry. No, I'm not going to worry every time I see another day go by.
While somersaulting at a cockeyed angle, we make a cockeyed circle around the sun. And when we circle back to where we started from, another year has run. And there's no way to stop it, no, there's no way to stop it if the earth wants to roll around the sun. You're a fool if you worry, you're a fool if you worry over anything but little number one.
That's you.
That's I.
And I.
And me. That all-absorbing character.
That fascinating creature.
That super special feature. Me.
So every star and every whirling planet and every constellation in the sky revolve around the center of the universe, a lovely thing called I. And there's no way to stop it, no, there's no way to stop it. And I know, though I cannot tell you why, it's charming that as long as I'm living, just as long as I'm living, there'll be nothing else as wonderful as I. Me. On one thing alone we agreed. But you don't save yourself by giving up, and you don't outwit a lion by putting your head...
Excuse me, Detweiler. There's a phone call for you from Berlin.
in the lion's mouth. I'll call them back.
You might as well talk to them now, Max.
Go.
Georg, I feel I know what's going to happen here. Can't you see things my way?
No, not if you're willing to see things their way.
There's one thing you do better here than we do in Vienna. Your sunsets. I'm going to miss them.
Captain! Oh, I beg your pardon.
Maria! Georg, you didn't tell me Fraulein Maria was back. I'm delighted.
Oh, thank you. Captain, the children wanted to know if they could take a holiday from their lessons tomorrow so that we can go on a picnic.
Yes, I don't mind.
That will make them very happy. And may I be permitted to wish you happiness too, Frau Schrader? Captain, the children told me that you're going to be married.
I'm afraid the children were wrong. Georg, I must finish packing if I'm going to get back to Vienna.
If you feel you must, I'll tell Franz to have the car ready.
I can do that. Auf Wiedersehen, Georg. Goodbye, Maria.
I hope I didn't say anything I shouldn't have said.
You did say the wrong thing, but you said it at the right time.
The children told me that you're going to marry Frau Schrader.
We found we just couldn't go the same way. That door is shut.
Sister Margaretta always says that when God shuts a door...
I know. He opens a window. Maria, why did you run away to the Abbey? What made you come back?
The Mother Abbess. She said you have to look for your life.
Often when you find it, you don't recognize it.
No.
Not at first. Then one day, one night, all of a sudden, it stands before you.
Yes.
Maria, when I look at you now, I realize this isn't something that has just happened. I've known deep inside of me for many weeks. You knew it too. What was it that told you?
Brigitte. She said the other night when we were dancing...
She was quite right. That wasn't just an ordinary dance, was it?
I hadn't danced since I was a little girl. It's quite different after you've grown up, isn't it?
When you were a little girl, did little boy ever kiss you?
Uh-huh.
That's quite different, too.
Is it? It is different.
Maria, your whole life will be different from now on. I'll take you anywhere you want to go, give you anything you wish.
But I don't want anything else. All I could wish for is right here. Perhaps I had a wicked childhood. Perhaps I had a miserable youth. But somewhere in my wicked, miserable past, there must have been a moment of truth. For there you are, standing there, loving me, whether or not you should. So somewhere in my youth or childhood, I must have done something good. Nothing comes from nothing, nothing ever could. So somewhere in my youth or childhood, I must have done something good.
You know, those two ought to get together sometime.
Who?
The Mother Abbess and Brigitte. For there you are, standing there, loving me, whether or not you should.
So somewhere in my youth or childhood, Nothing comes from nothing, nothing ever could. So somewhere in my youth
or childhood,
I must have done something, something good.
Maria, is there someone I should go to ask permission to marry you?
Why don't we ask the children?
38. The Von Trapp family singers. And look, here are all of your names. Liesl, Friedrich, Louisa, Kurt, Brigitte, Martha, and Gretel.
Why am I always last?
Because you're the youngest.
Now, Liesl, I'm depending on you. The day after tomorrow, you must have all the children ready by 11 o'clock. That's when the bus will come.
Dear Godmother, could you help me, please? The Gauleiters here wants to know why we're not flying the new flag.
Hi.
I tried to explain.
Keep quiet. When is Captain Von Trapp returning?
Who knows? When a man is on his honeymoon.
These are not times for joking. It has been 4 days since the Anschluss, and this is the only house in the province not flying the flag of the Third Reich.
You mean the flag with a black spider on it?
Do you permit such remarks in this house? Who are you?
I am Maximilian Detweiler, First Secretary of the Ministry of Education and Culture.
That was in the old regime.
In the old regime, I was Third Secretary. Now I'm First.
Good. Then you will order them to fly the flag.
But the captain wouldn't. I mean, I can only take my orders from Captain Von Trapp.
You will take your orders from us. And so will the captain. Hi. Hi.
Why was he so cross?
Everybody's cross these days.
Is Father going to be in trouble?
He doesn't have to be. The thing to do these days is to get along with everyone. Now, Liesl, I am depending on you. You must have all the children ready and ready to go by 11, all right? Okay.
Uncle Max, are you sure this is going to be all right with Father?
He'll be pleased and proud.
Liesl, do you think so?
Brigitte, don't you trust me?
No.
Well, anyway, we leave at 11 o'clock.
Fräulein Liesl, look what I have here.
Oh, that's Father's nugget.
Yes, they're back.
Oh, good.
Now, Liesl, they'll have such a lot to tell us. Let's not hurry into telling them anything.
Max.
We weren't expecting you till next week.
Max! It's good you're here. There's much I want to know.
Children, we missed you so very much.
What did you miss the most?
We miss all that noise you make in the morning.
That noise you make telling each other to be quiet.
We miss hearing you sing.
You came back just in time to hear us sing. Look, Father, we're going to sing at the Carlsberg Festival Friday night.
Let me see that. Max, are you responsible for this?
I've just been waiting to talk to you about it, that's all.
You can't talk your way out of this one.
Preston! Let's have one in the nursery. I wonder what I got.
Georg, I had to make a last-minute decision. I was very fortunate to be able to enter them at all. There'll be the talk of the festival. 7 children in one family.
Not my family.
The committee heard them. They were enchanted.
Really, Max? What did they say?
You never heard such praise.
Georg, did you hear?
The Von Trapp family does not sing in public.
But if they make people happy...
And for the festival, people come from all over the world.
It's out of the question.
Georg, it's for Austria.
There is no Austria.
But the Anschluss happened peacefully. Let's at least be grateful for that.
Grateful to these swine?
Maria, he must at least pretend to work with these people. I admire the way he feels, but you must convince him. He has to compromise.
No, Max.
Maria, you must.
I can't ask Georg to be anything less than what he is.
Then I'll talk to him. If these children don't sing in the festival well, it would be a reflection on Austria. And it wouldn't do me any good.
Maria,
you've loved us children, and now I know that you love Father.
I do, Liesl. I love him very much.
How can you be sure?
Because I don't think first of myself anymore. I think first of him. I know now how to spend my love. A bell is no bell till you ring it. A song is no song till you sing it. But love in your heart wasn't prepared to say. Love isn't love till you give it away. When you're 16, going on 17, waiting for life to start, somebody kind who touches your mind will suddenly touch your heart.
When that happens, after it happens, nothing is quite the same. Somehow you know you'll jump up and go if ever he calls your name.
Gone are your old ideas of life, the old ideas grow dim. Lo and behold, you're someone's wife, and you belong to him. You might think this kind of adventure never may come to you. Darling, 16, going on 17, wait a year or two. I'll wait a year or two.
There's a telegram for the captain.
Oh, Ralph, I'd like you to meet my mother, my new mother.
I'm glad to finally meet you, Ralph.
I have a telegram for Captain Von Trapp.
Stay here with Liesl. I'll take it to him.
I'm under strict orders to make sure that he gets it.
I think you can trust me. I'll take it to him.
I do have my orders.
Silly, they're married.
Ah, Franz, this telegram is to be delivered into the hands of Captain Von Trapp. Hi!
Ralph, even Franz?
Yes, even Franz. Even me. Even everybody in Nürnberg except for the great Captain Von Trapp. If he knows what's good for him, he'll come to the right side.
Ralph, don't talk like that.
And if he doesn't, then he'd better leave the country. There are things that happen today to a man like that. He better get out quick. Cry all you want, but just remember what I said before it's too late. And you remember too.
So don't cry.
How could he turn on Father that way?
Maybe he wasn't threatening your father. Maybe he was warning him.
Liesl?
What is it, Georg?
I didn't think I'd have to face a decision this soon. Berlin has offered me a commission in their navy.
Well, Georg?
I can't just brush this aside. I admit, it'd be exciting to have a ship under me again. It'd be a comfort and a relief to know that you and the children are safe. But it also means, Maria, help me.
Whatever you decide will be my decision too.
Thank you. I now know I can't do it.
Of course not.
We'll have to get out of Austria right away.
You'll have to leave tonight, now.
Not without my family. We can't just pick up and leave. They'll be watching us. We'll have to plan. We'll have to have time.
Excuse me. Admiral von Schreiber of the Navy of the Third Reich is here to see you.
Thank you, Franz. They didn't give us time.
Then we'll have to make time.
All right, I'll bring him in, but we must be careful.
What's happening? Stormtroopers? That's what I was afraid of, Maria.
Max, stay with Georg. Please look at the children, quickly, quickly.
This way, Admiral, we can talk in here. Admiral von Schreiber, may I present Herr Dunckel. Max, I think you know Herr Zeller. Would you gentlemen care to sit down?
We're here on business.
Captain, a telegram was sent to you 3 days ago.
Yes, I just received it. I've been away. I've only been home a half an hour.
Captain von Trapp has just returned from his honeymoon, sir.
Congratulations, Captain.
Thank you, sir.
Your record in the war is very well remembered by us, Captain.
It's good to hear you say that, sir.
Let's get down to business.
If you don't mind, in our Navy we hold you in very high regard. That explains why I'm here. Having no answer to our telegram, the High Command has sent to me in person.
That's very flattering, Admiral, but I've had no time to consider.
I am here to present you with your commission.
I'm deeply conscious of the honor, sir, but really...
Your orders are to report immediately to the naval base at Bremerhaven.
Immediately? Oh, I'm afraid that will be impossible for you, Georg.
Admiral, may I present my wife, the Baroness von Trapp, Admiral von Schreiber.
Madam.
What I meant, sir, is that we are performing in the Carlsberg Festival Friday night. It's here in the program.
It's all been arranged by the Ministry of Education and Culture.
Friday night? This is Wednesday. That is only a matter of 2 days. It might be possible. You could report to Bremerhaven by Monday.
Admiral?
Do you have a telephone I can use?
This way, Admiral. If there's any problem, perhaps adding the weight of my voice.
Oh, Captain, it gives here only the names of the children.
It says the Von Trapp family singers. I'm head of the Von Trapp family.
I find this all very hard to believe, Captain. You, singing in a concert?
You may believe what you choose, Herr Zeller.
It doesn't say here what you're going to be singing, Captain. Tell me, what are you going to be singing?
It's your privilege to come to the concert and hear us.
I'd like to hear you sing now. Please, sing what you're going to sing in the concert. Sing.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si. Liesl, will you give us a do? Do, a deer, a female deer, ray, a drop of golden sun. Me, a name I call myself, far a long, long way to run.
bless my homeland forever. Edelweiss, Edelweiss, every morning you greet me, small and white, clean and bright. You look happy to meet me. Blossom of snow, may you bloom and grow forever. Edelweiss, Edelweiss, bless my homeland forever.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Just a moment. I have an announcement that concerns you. Ladies and gentlemen, we have now reached the conclusion of the festival concert. Except, of course, we don't know what that conclusion is going to be. The judges are now putting their heads together to arrive at their decision. While we wait, I think there should be an encore. It seems that this may be the last opportunity that the Von Trapp family may have to sing together for a long, long time. I've just been informed that Captain Von Trapp leaves immediately after the concert for his new command in the naval forces of the Third Reich. A guard of honor has arrived to escort him directly from the concert hall to his new command at the naval base of Bremerhaven. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the family Von Trapp again.
There's a sad soldier hanging from the clock in the hall, and the bells on the steeple too. And up in the nursery an absurd little bird is popping up to say cuckoo.
Regretfully they tell us, but firmly they compel us to say goodbye to you.
So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, good night.
We hate to go and leave this pretty sight.
So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, adieu.
I do, to you and you and you.
So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, goodbye.
We flit, we float, we fleet, we flee, we fly.
So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, goodbye.
The sun has gone to bed and so must I. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Ladies and gentlemen, I hold here the decisions of our distinguished judges. I shall start with the third award. It goes to the trio of the Songbund of Herwegen. second award. It goes to Fraulein Schweiger, the first soloist of St. Agatha's Church in Merbach. And now, for the final award, the highest musical honor in the Ostmark goes to the family von Trapp. The family von Trapp. The Von Trapp family.
They're gone! Find them!
Play something.
They've only 5 more rooms to search. It shouldn't be long now.
How many of them are there?
I counted 8 stormtroopers and their officer.
Sister Margaretta, we didn't know we put the Abbey in this danger.
It's outrageous. The church has always been sanctuary.
Not with these people. This is the 3rd time they've searched the Abbey. That's why we put you out here in the garden. They always search the inside, never the outside.
Isn't this God's house?
Yes, darling. Shh.
Then why did he let them in?
We must all be very, very quiet. I'll let you know when they've gone.
When they've gone, can we go home?
No, darling, we have a long drive ahead of us.
Liesl, let's all stay close to each other.
Lieutenant!
No, Ross, no.
There's no one out here, sir.
Thank God.
They've gone.
Reverend Mother, we're sorry to have brought this upon you.
Reverend Mother, we can never thank you.
As soon as it's safe, we'll start. We hid the car deep in the woods.
The car will do you no good. They put a guard on the road in front of the gate.
I've been listening to the wireless. The roads are blocked. The border's been closed.
I've always thought of these mountains as my friends, standing there protecting us. Now they seem to have become our enemies.
Never your enemies. Haven't you read? I will lift up mine eyes up unto the hills, from whence cometh my help.
Georg, I know that mountain as well as I know this garden. And so do you. Once we're over the mountain, we're in Switzerland.
But the children.
We can help them.
We can do it without help.
You shall have help, for ye will be sent out with joy, and be led forth into peace. And the mountains and the hills will break forth into singing.
Dream that will leave,
have a few announcements.
First, we'd like to thank Mrs. Stenback for cast refreshments.
Makeup, Heather, Nicole, Mrs. Hambrick, Mrs. Hamel, Mrs. Vandermark, Mrs. Hauser, and their crew.
Lights, Josh Katzman.
Sound, James Hughes and Matt Passner.
House manager, Tara Valerian and her crew.
Stage manager, Nikki Podzikowski and her crew.
Our business manager, and who also works backstage, Mr. Jackson.
Props, Karen Podzikowski, Julie Dominic, Mrs. Stutcher and their crew.
Concessions, Mrs. Vera and all her helpers.
Tickets, Mrs. Cavazos.
Program, Mrs. Liebency.
Costumes, Mrs. Digby, and thanks to all who helped sew.
Thanks to Mrs. Hauser who helped us dress. We had some really bad scene changes, changing our costumes, so she was a big help. Thank you.
Our rehearsal pianist, Mr. Schroeder.
Pit conductor, Mr. Smith and the pit.
Music coordinator, Mrs. Corrigan.
Choreographer, Mrs. Dunckel.
Student director, Sarah Foote.
Student producer, Amy Minchner.
Our producer, Mrs. Huber.
And our director, Mrs. Merley. And thanks to all of you, because without you, this